Hey, here are 5 stupid things I've noticed since last time. Right-wing militia threatens to intercede for Kim Davis. So Kim Davis is out of jail and back to work, and just in case she gets the itch to oppress some gay folks in defiance of the court again, she's got backup. The Oath Keepers. You might remember them from when they took up for Cliven Bundy, the Nevada rancher who became a hero to some conservatives by sponging off the government for 20 years while being a white guy. Stuart Rhodes, the founder of the Oath Keepers, put the local sheriff and the judge who had Davis jailed for contempt on notice. If they try to arrest Kim Davis again, the Oath Keepers will intercede. And I assume by intercede, he means stop law enforcement officers from enforcing the law violently if necessary, because what else are the guns for? Not many Obama votes in that photo, I'd wager. Hey, speaking of racist paranoia, Muslim teen arrested for making a clock. Last week, a high school freshman in Irving, Texas, was arrested and led away in handcuffs for bringing a homemade clock to school. Some folks at the school were supposedly concerned that the clock was in fact a bomb. A completely reasonable reaction that surely had nothing to do with the fact that the student in question is a Muslim immigrant from Sudan named Ahmed Mohammed. As of this recording, neither the school nor the police have apologized to Ahmed for the incident, even though all charges were dropped and he was released. Ahmed told reporters that he's okay with that, but you know what? I'm not. So Ahmed, I just want to say on a personal note from me to you that I am sorry. I'm sorry that the fate of people like you is so often in the hands of people like those who had you arrested. Hey, speaking of fearful, ignorant jackasses, right-wingers demonize Syrian refugees. In case you didn't know, there's a little bit of a worst refugee crisis ever happening in the Middle East right now, as millions of Syrians are fleeing that country's civil war. One place those refugees won't be welcome if conservatives like Iowa State Senator Jason Schultz have their way is here in the United States. Schultz warns that the refugees, most of whom are Muslims, don't want to come here because they want to become Americans or because they've been driven from their homes by a horrible conflict. No, they want to come here because they want free stuff from Americans. Okay, well, if that's the way we're going to be about this, shouldn't somebody at least throw a tarp over this thing? I mean, if we're going to act like it's not there anyway. Hey, speaking of assholes, Republicans threaten government shutdown over Planned Parenthood. Someone should probably tell the Republicans in Congress that those videos supposedly proving that Planned Parenthood sells baby parts were hoaxes, because they're saying that unless federal funding for Planned Parenthood is eliminated, they're going to refuse to pass a spending bill, which would shut down the federal government as of October 1st. And it's not just Republicans in Congress. The subject came up in the most recent GOP presidential debate as well. Hey, speaking of the trashy reality TV competition that is apparently how we choose our president now, GOP debate lowers the bar again. Last week's Republican presidential debate was even more of a ridiculous clusterfuck than the previous one. It began with Senator Marco Rubio joking that he brought his own water because he heard that there was a water shortage in California. Because looming environmental disasters that threaten millions of people are hilarious. And it only got worse from there. For 3 hours, 11 people, each of whom hopes to be the next president of the United States, insulted each other like school children on a playground, shamelessly pandered to racists, sexists, and religious bigots, and generally exhibited behavior that would have seemed unacceptably lowbrow on an episode of Tool Academy, much less a presidential debate. And the best part of all is, there are 9 more Republican debates scheduled between now and March. 9. The hardest part is only picking 5. Catch you next time.